People kept telling us, don't think of it as just catching a ferry.
Think of it as one of the most beautiful journeys you'll ever take.
After seeing this, I completely understand why.
Today, we're leaving the South Island behind and starting a whole new chapter.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Adventures of Joe and Sarah. Today is day 3 of week 4, and it's one we've both been looking forward to since the day we landed in New Zealand.
We're saying goodbye to the South Island, boarding the Interislander Ferry, crossing the famous Cook Strait, and arriving in New Zealand's capital city, Wellington.
We've traveled hundreds of kilometers together over the past few weeks, through mountain passes, along rugged coastlines, across glaciers, into rainforests, surrounded by scenery more stunning than anything we could have imagined.
But today's journey feels different. It doesn't just take us somewhere new. It feels like we're turning the page to the next chapter of this adventure.
There's something strangely emotional about leaving a place you've only just started to know.
I know exactly what you mean. Yesterday afternoon, we were walking along the waterfront, watching the boats, enjoying the sunshine, and now we're already saying goodbye.
I think that's one of the most beautiful things about traveling. You never really own a place. You simply borrow it for a little while, take the memories with you, and leave footprints that disappear with the next tide.
That was surprisingly deep, Joe.
I've had coffee.
Ah, that explains everything. I don't know why, but driving Luna onto the ferry feels strangely exciting.
It almost feels like she's part of the crew now.
She's definitely earned her place. She's carried us across the entire South Island without missing a beat.
And today, she gets to continue the adventure with us.
Now this is a view.
Before we leave the South Island behind, there's something we'd genuinely like to say.
Throughout this adventure, Luna has been so much more than just transport. She's been our little home, our coffee stop, our shelter from the rain, and she's taken us to places we'll never forget.
A massive thank you goes to Marius and Voter from Pegasus Adventures for making it possible for Luna to continue this incredible journey onto the North Island. Without your support, this adventure simply wouldn't be the same.
Thank you for believing in what we're building, for standing behind what we're creating together, and for helping us discover the heart of New Zealand, one incredible mile at a time.
As soon as the ferry leaves Picton, you realize why people speak so highly about this crossing. The journey doesn't begin out in open ocean. It begins here, among the sheltered waterways of Queen Charlotte Sound.
It's so peaceful. The water is almost perfectly still. The hills seem to rise straight out of the sea, and every bend reveals another hidden bay.
It's hard to believe this is actually the start of a ferry journey. It feels more like a scenic cruise.
You could almost forget we're traveling between islands.
The Marlborough Sounds are made up of a network of drowned river valleys that were gradually flooded as sea levels rose thousands of years ago. Today, they create one of New Zealand's most remarkable coastal landscapes.
Everywhere you look, tiny beaches, little jetties, holiday homes tucked into the hillsides, some places that look like you could only reach them by boat.
Imagine waking up here every morning.
I think we'd be late leaving every single day.
That's already happening.
Joe, as always, fair point.
Slowly, almost without noticing, the landscape begins to change. The narrow bays become wider, the hills begin to fall away, and suddenly, the ferry leaves the protection of the Sounds behind.
Now you can really feel the scale of the journey.
Ahead of us, Cook Strait, one of New Zealand's most famous stretches of water, separating the South and North Islands.
Standing out here, with nothing but ocean ahead, you suddenly realize we're actually changing islands.
And somehow, that makes today feel even more special.
Well, now I understand why everyone told us to bring a jacket.
The wind definitely has a personality out here.
I think it just tried to steal my hat.
Good thing it didn't. That would have become the shortest flight to the North Island. Cook Strait is only about 22 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. But don't let that fool you. These waters are famous for their powerful tides, changing weather, and strong currents. Some days they're calm, other days they're a completely different story.
We were lucky. The sea gave us one of those days where you can actually stand still, look around, and simply enjoy being out here.
Sometimes, the journey really is just as memorable as the destination, and this is definitely one of those journeys.
Land.
There it is, the North Island.
You know, seeing it appear out of the distance feels strangely emotional. We've spent weeks exploring the South Island, and now we're beginning an entirely new adventure.
As the ferry rounded the final headland, Wellington slowly came into view, built around one of the world's great natural harbors. The city immediately feels different, modern, creative, and full of energy.
It's amazing how quickly the scenery changes. One minute, we're surrounded by open water. The next, we're sailing straight into the heart of New Zealand's capital.
Once we'd settled Luna into the city, there was one thing we couldn't wait to do: ride Wellington's famous cable car.
I don't know why, but I've wanted to do this ever since we started planning the trip.
The cable car has been carrying passengers up Thigh Hill since 1902. Originally built to help people reach the growing suburbs above the city, today it's one of Wellington's most recognizable landmarks.
And the views, they're worth every second of the ride. You can see the harbor, the city, the surrounding hills. It gives you a completely different perspective.
It's also one of those rare attractions where the journey is every bit as enjoyable as arriving at the top.
I'm noticing a pattern today. Apparently, we're very good at enjoying journeys.
Next stop, Te Papa, New Zealand's National Museum.
I'll admit something. When Joe first said, "Let's spend time in a museum," I wasn't completely convinced.
I noticed.
But I was wrong. This isn't one of those museums where you quietly read signs and shuffle from room to room. Everything feels interactive, engaging, and incredibly well presented.
Te Papa tells the story of New Zealand through its people, its wildlife, its landscapes, its Maori heritage, and the forces that shape these islands.
You leave feeling like you understand New Zealand just a little bit better. Not because someone lectured you, because the stories stay with you. And wow, this street has personality.
That's probably the best way to describe it.
You never quite know what you're going to see next. Live music, street art, little cafes, independent shops, people just enjoying life.
It feels creative, like everyone's encouraged to be themselves.
Exactly. Nobody's trying too hard. It just feels authentic.
If you enjoy wandering without a plan, this is definitely one of those places where getting a little lost is part of the experience. As the afternoon slowly turned into evening, we found ourselves back by the water.
Funny, isn't it? We started today beside the sea in Picton, spent the day crossing it, and somehow we've ended beside the sea again.
Only now, everything feels different. Different island, different city, different adventure.
But the same Luna.
Always the same Luna. Looking back, the South Island gave us memories we'll never forget. Snow-covered mountains, glaciers, rainforests, wild coastlines, tiny towns, and roads that constantly surprised us.
But instead of feeling like something has ended, today feels like something has just begun. If you've ever crossed Cook Strait, or if it's still on your bucket list, tell us what you're most excited to experience. Was it the Marlborough Sounds, the ferry itself, or finally arriving in Wellington? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments.
And if you've enjoyed today's adventure, please give the video a like, subscribe to join us each week, and share this journey with someone who dreams of exploring New Zealand. Your support really does help us continue bringing these adventures to life.
Next time, our North Island adventure truly begins. New roads, new landscapes, new discoveries, and plenty more unforgettable moments waiting just around the corner.
One thing we've learned over the past 4 weeks is never to assume you know what's waiting around the next bend, because every time we think we've seen the best New Zealand has to offer, it somehow surprises us all over again.
Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, and keep saying yes to new adventures.
Thank you for traveling with us. We will see you, Luna will see you, and together we will keep discovering the magic of this incredible country right here on the Adventures of Joe and Sarah.